In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful. You might have seen some of the people, they least bother and they least think about what they are going to do, whether it is right or wrong, whatever comes to their mind, they will be found doing it. Whatever comes to their mind without pondering upon the consequences of it, they are found doing it because they wanted to do it and they felt gratification in doing that. This type of the people, not only that they don't think much about maybe prior to doing something else, prior to making a decision, rather these are the people, even after making certain decisions, even after taking certain steps, even after getting experience of so many things, they are the people who do not learn much from their experiences. They are not the people who are inclined toward thinking either prior to doing something, prior to saying something, or after saying or doing something. These people are the people who are not much interested in learning, and these people might be of the view that it is their luck and it is their fate which is going to decide about what sort of results are they going to do. These people will be found putting the responsibility of their wrong actions upon the other people, upon the they people. These people are not the people who do take responsibility. That is why they don't learn anything else, and these people are found making the same sort of mistakes repeatedly again and again in their life. These are people who are quite an undesirable one, not only for themselves, rather for the people around, rather for their loved ones as well. These people may be called as the people with a very thick skin, and that is why maybe we can call them stubborn people. These stubborn people, I think so, they should be avoided. Maybe these are the people who don't learn from their own mistakes. Anyone and everyone who fail to learn from their own experiences, from their own mistakes, I think these people are definitely the undesirable people, not only for the family but for the organization they are working for. Now there is another type of people which who are quite contrary and quite contrary to this category of the people. Now these people are the excessive thinkers. Prior to doing something, they will be found thinking and thinking and thinking, and even if at all they have made a decision, after taking a single step, after putting a little bit of the money, after taking a little bit of the initiative, these people might start thinking that they have made a wrong decision and they need to change it. What they will do, that after wasting so much of their time, after wasting some of their money, after getting ashamed in front of the people, because they will not be able to carry on their commitments, the commitments they have made with the other people. Now these people have done their reversal and they have restarted thinking about what to do, about how to do. These people are lacking the power of the decision. Now these people need to come up to a point to be able to make a decision. They people don't trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the one hand. Now these people on the other hand, they want to make the perfect decision. They want to protect themselves from all sort of losses, even from the trivial sort of losses. Now these people must be, I think so, it will be very difficult to work with these people, as well as to work for the first category of the people who least bother about what they are going to do and what will be the result of what they have been doing. Not only this thing, after making the losses, after facing the troubles, even the first category of the people, they fail to learn anything. Now both of these categories of the people are, I am of the view, are undesirable people, and it would be very hard to work with any of those two types of people. It is far better to adopt the via media, to think about for a while, to think for a while if what you are going to say, what you are going to do is very something small, but if at all it is something really important which is going to have a kind of major impact upon the results you are going to produce in your life upon your, then I think we need to think well, we need to think carefully, but at the same time there must be a deadline to make a decision, to come up to a decision prior to the arrival of this deadline. It is very good to think from different angles, and it is equally good to seek the advice of the other people, to make the decision, to discuss it with the right sort of people. But once the decision has been made, I think now it is the time to carry on, to implement the decision which has been made, and now it is the time to trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and to be prepared for the kind of consequences. And if at all the results are really good, it is something very fortunate, and if at all quite unfortunately if the results are not that good, now it is the time to do the learning. It is the learning point. We need to learn, and we need to learn from this experience. I think so this will be a kind of learning which will go a long way in making us a better human being, in making us a better decision taker, in making us a better policy maker. I think so if at all we do want to if at all we do want to afloat in the life, in the world, I think so in somewhat an effective manner. So we need to adopt the via media, and we do need to avoid from both of these extremes, because the extremes are always bad. Because one extreme here will be the people who are always, are overwhelming number of the cases, in overwhelming number of the experiences, these people will be found losing. And since they don't learn from their own mistakes, from their own experiences, so there is enough amount of chances that they will not be able to improve their way of working, their way of taking the decision. I think so that is all what we need to do, what we need to learn, and do adopt the via media. I think we will be able to protect ourselves from so many of the regrets and from so many of the bad experiences. And I believe that although despite not being perfect, I think it will go a long way in making us a relatively more better, a relatively more effective person. Thank you. Jazakumullah khair.